internationally, sir.
Yes. Good evening, dear Toastmasters and friends. சொல்வேந்தர்களே நண்பர்களே மாலை வணக்கம். I am Toastmaster Anand doing the head of Sajanat Arms today. Welcome to Tamizhootru Chennai Solvendar Mandram. Be seated comfortably and enjoy 2 hours of unalloyed bliss. என் பேர் ஆனந்த். இன்று நான் அறங்காவலர். தமிழூற்று சொல்வேந்தர் மன்றத்துக்கு உமக்கு நல்வரவு. வசதிக்காக அமர்ந்து மகிழுங்கள். Toastmasters is a non-profit international organization. The mission of Toastmasters Club states we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered and develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. சொல்வேந்தர் ஒரு லாப நோக்கு இல்லாத பண்பாட்டு நிறுவனம். Just a minute. இம்மன்றத்தின் குறிக்கோள் ஆதரவளிக்கும் நேர்மையான கல்வி அனுபவத்தை அளித்து அதன் மூலம் உறுப்பினர்கள் கருத்து பரிமாற்றம் மற்றும் ஆளுமை திறன்களை வளர்த்து கொண்டு தன்னம்பிக்கைகளையும் சுய முன்னேற்றத்தையும் மேம்படுத்தும் அதிகாரம் பெற வைப்பது. In order to have a smooth meeting, undertake the abide by the following conventions. First, switch off or mute the mobile phones and all other sound-making devices. Of course, claps, laughter, and cough and sneeze are allowed. Avoid speaking on politics, religion, or sex during the meeting. You are free to do so after the meeting. Do not disturb the meeting by moving or speaking or creating any other hindrance. If you want to say something, put your hands up. கூட்டம் தங்கு தடையின்றி நடைபெற பின்வரும் மரபுகளை பின்பற்றுவோம். கைபேசியும் பிற ஒலி எழுப்பும் கருவிகளையும் செயலற்றுவோம் என்று ஊமையாக்குவோம். கைத்தட்டல், சிரிப்பு, இருமல், தும்மல் இவற்றுக்கு அனுமதி உண்டு. கூட்டத்தில் அரசியல், இறையியல், பாலியல் மற்றும் பேசுவதை தவிர்ப்போம். கூட்டம் முடிந்த பின் பேசலாம். இடம்பெயர்த்தல், பேசுதல் போன்ற தடைகளால் கூட்ட தடை தொல்லை கொடுக்காதீர். ஏதேனும் பேச விழைத்தால் கையை உயர்த்தவும். Now it is my pleasant duty to escape by handing over the meeting to our president. Join me with the thunders of applause to welcome our president, the only DTM Sampath Sowrirajan sir. So he is a most humorous person. Spontaneously, he create lot of humor. That was miraculous. I really admire. Let us hand over the floor to our presiding officer, DTM Sampath Sowrirajan sir.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Friends, good afternoon once again. Ellorukum Male Vanakkam. It gives me great pleasure to open meeting number 339 of Tamizhootru Chennai Toastmasters Club. There are some guests. First, we will get them introduced. So, Milton Rajshekhar, please introduce yourself briefly.
Yes, sir. அனைவருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கம் சார். மில்டன் ராஜசேகர், இது என்னுடைய பேர். நான் மாதவத்தில் இருக்கேன். 25 வருஷமா டோஸ்ட் மாஸ்டர்ல இருக்கேன். இப்போ டவுன் டவுன் டோஸ்ட் மாஸ்டர்ல இருக்கேன். தேங்க்யூ சார்.
வெரி குட். உங்களுடைய டோஸ்ட் மாஸ்டர் மெம்பர்ஷிப் நம்பர் என்ன?
மெம்பர்ஷிப் நம்பர் ஞாபகம் இல்லை சார்.
நான் 22வது வருஷமா இருக்கேன். இது வந்து 436670. நான் ஜாயின் பண்ண அப்புறம் தான் வந்து இந்த நம்பர்ஸ் எல்லாம் கம்ப்யூட்டர்ல டிஜிட்டைஸ் பண்ணி போட்டாங்க.
ஓ சரி சரி சரி.
ஓகே,
ம்.
தேங்க்யூ. தென்
ஓகே சார்.
மணிமுருகன். You are muted, மணிமுருகன்.
நீங்க மணிமுருகன். ஹலோ சார். அவர் இன் பர்சன் வந்திருக்காரு.
ஓகே, அங்கேயே பேச சொல்லுங்க இப்போ.
Good evening, everyone. This is Manimurugan. I'm working as a technical manager in Scrum Master. The reason for joining in Scrum Master is joining in the Toastmaster Club is to enhance my communications to the expert level.
Thank you. You are most welcome. Next, we have Satyaseelan. Satyaseelan. Okay. Other than that, we have some role players who will be introduced as and when they come in play. Let me welcome our area director, Toastmaster Swathi, for our meeting. Toastmaster Swathi, you can give a very brief introduction about yourself.
Thank you, sir. I'm Swathi, and I'm sure I've given a lot of introduction here with Tamizhootru, and most of you know me. It's always a pleasure to be here, and I look forward for the meeting today. With that, I hand over the control back to Toastmaster Sampath.
Thank you very much. Friends, there are many great people in this world. There have been many great people all these centuries. One such great man was born in 19th century, and in 1906, he got a bright idea and wanted to start a sort of informal training group for young people so that they can improve their communication and leadership skills. But he could not do that. Due to some reason or other, it didn't take place. After that, he tried, his job got transferred, he moved to places, and he went on trying this 3-4 occasions in different places. But nothing happened. But he didn't lose heart. In 1924, in California, Santa Ana, the place name, he started this movement which we call today as Toastmaster. Let me tell you why he is great. Even for starting this, he is great, but there is one extra point for it. He was a friend of Dale Carnegie, who also started a similar initiative around the same time. But Dale Carnegie went to this as a commercial venture. He started doing courses, charging fees, and they have done very good job till now. Their system is also there. But this person whom I am talking about wanted this to be free for people, particularly people who are less privileged with respect to social background and monetary background. They can come easily if it is free. So he started this, and the Toastmaster movement has today grown to so many countries, more than 100 countries, more than 16,000 clubs, around 300,000 members as on date. And in the past, so many more, a few million members have passed through this Toastmaster movement. This person's name is Rolf C. Smedley. Later on, he was also awarded the doctorate honoris causa to his Dr. Ralsei Smedley. Because of his noble and lofty thought, we are all assembling week after week all over the world, trying to improve ourselves in our own small way. Let me tell you something which you might not have heard. Toastmaster is a typical example of following the Kaizen concept. Much before the Kaizen concept was started and named by the quality gurus, maybe 40 years, 50 years before that. In Toastmaster, you don't want to become a Toastmaster today and tomorrow you are a great orator. No. Little by little, small improvements at a time. This is what can sustain. If you try to have a big leap, you may take 2-3 big leaps and then you will get tired and you will leave it. But when you go in a small way and you keep enjoying the process, it will never tire. You will be having people like Milton Rajshekhar who are still coming after years and years because of this Kaizen concept being in Toastmasters. This week happens to be the birth week of Toastmaster Dr. Ralsei Smedley. So I took his name and do that. Now, as a club, we are having a bilingual program, and I am happy to announce during March, I am going to introduce 1 or 2 new initiatives in our club, which will add to our educational endeavor. Both of them in March, or one in March and one in April. And I have another happy announcement to make. Next week will be a Zoom meeting. After that, we will have only hybrid meetings. I request all people in Chennai to come and attend in person. Even people outside Chennai, once in a while, when they have some job in Chennai or nearby, they can come and combine that along with this Sunday evening meeting and do that. So that will be a very happy occasion for us to receive even outside members to come in person. Now, let us go into the program for the day. The education program for the day will be conducted by a master of ceremony. Today's master of ceremony is someone whom I can describe as Ulagam Sutrum Valiban. In English, globe trotter. Not really globe at the moment, he is mainly India trotter, India Sutrum Valiban. And Toastmaster drags him to many places. You can see him in Trichy or in Kanyakumari, or he has even become a member in a Bangalore club. So you can imagine the amount of enthusiasm and amount of interest he has got. So join me in welcoming the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Raja Balaji.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Sowrirajan, for that wonderful introduction for me. Thank you so much. Very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Today I have chosen a theme called Think Big. This theme was inspired. I was inspired by my mentor. He taught me to think big. I want to start with this. Do you know what is the highest IQ recorded for till now?
Albert Einstein, I think so. It is a 160 or 170. I'm not sure about that.
Okay. So the highest IQ till now recorded was between 250 to 300. It's not more than that. Okay. And if you take the list of people who have highest IQ, they will come in this range from 200 to 300, and Einstein will come in between 200 to 230. And if you take the IQ of people who have lowest IQ, it will around 70 to 80. And if you take lowest IQ people as 80, and if you take highest IQ people as 300, if you do max calculation, what is the difference? In difference, it will be around 220, and in terms of times, multiple times. If you take 80 into multiply with 3.75, it will come around 300. So my question is, if a person can have only 3.5 times of IQ than us, then is there any possible a person can have 10 times of IQ or 30 times of IQ or 100 times of IQ? Is not possible. My question is, then how some people achieve very big things in their life? They achieve massive success in their life. Some people achieve more than 10 times of us, 20 times, 30 times. Sampath sir, you raise your hands.
I have an answer for that.
Okay.
IQ is only one small aspect of the capability of human brain. IQ is intelligence quotient. Intelligence quotient, it tests mainly some numerical and logical powers. Doesn't test your artistic, your creative, and so many other aspects of human mind. That is
Yes.
why a person with so-called reasonable or low IQ can achieve great things. Thank you.
Yes, sir, absolutely you are right. The person with the lowest IQ, if he thinks big, he will achieve more. The person, let's take Elon Musk, let's take Ratan Tata, let's take Abdul Kalam. They were born with low poverty. They don't have much enough money at the beginning. If you look at their life, you read their lives, they were not comfortable as we are now. But they achieved very big in their lives because they were thinking big, they were dreaming big. That is the reason. That is why till now we are celebrating Rajaraja Cholan because of his work in Tanjavur, the big temple. And that's why Thiruvalluvar said this Kural. I like to say this Thirukural. உள்ளுவதெல்லாம் உயர்வுள்ளல் மற்றது தள்ளினும் தள்ளாமை நீர்த்து. இதன் பொருள் என்னவென்றால் எண்ணுவதெல்லாம் உயர்வையே பற்றி எண்ண வேண்டும். அவ்வுயர்வு வராவிட்டாலும் அவ்வுயர்வை பற்றியே சிந்திக்க வேண்டும். Whatever you ponder, let your aim be lofty still. Fate cannot hinder always. Thwart you ask it will. So if we differentiate between people, small thinkers and big thinkers, the small thinkers will think about weekend plans, but big thinkers will have 5 weeks, 5-year plan, 10-year plan. The best example is the Alibaba Group. They have 100 years plan. And one more difference is the small people will think about problems in their opportunities, but the big thinkers will think about the solution, the possibilities in their problem. The best example is Elon Musk. He failed multiple times. He got many criticism from media and his colleagues also. But also he thought about the possibilities. He continuously innovated that rocket mission. At last he succeeded. And small thinkers will think about what can I get from this society. But big thinkers will think about how can I contribute to the society. The best example is, as Sampath Sowrirajan said, Raj is Midley. Because of him, we are in this Toastmasters platform. We are learning. Want to thank. So this is the difference between small thinkers and big thinkers. And also one more difference is, small thinkers will always find excuse for not making it done. But big thinkers will always committed. They will take massive action. They will think whatever it takes to things done. With this, we are moving into the segment of Toastmasters meeting. Basically, Toastmasters meeting will divide into 3 segments. The first one is prepared speech segment, second one is table topics, and last one is evaluation segment. To conduct evaluation segment, we have general evaluator. A general evaluator is none other than Toastmaster Anand. Toastmaster Anand, I have one question for you and we can continue our introduction. What is the big thing you did in your life, Toastmaster Anand? You are muted.
What is a big thing I have done so far? I have completed my graduation. Why I am telling proudly? Because I was a slow learner during my schooling. My parents and relatives, everybody were skeptic about my whether I will complete my schooling or not. So I have completed my graduation. This is one of the greatest accomplishment I can say.
Thank you so much, Anand. You can continue.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. That was a fantastic topic. Think big. Wow. So the topic is only not a think big. He always think big because this year he is going to read 50 books, and this in this 6 month he want to give 100 speeches in the 6 month. What a great! He is always thinking big. That was really I get admired from our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Raja Balaji. Right. So today I am the general evaluator for this today's meeting. So my role is divided into 3 segments. First, I will introduce the tag team for the respective report, and second, I will introduce the speech evaluators before giving the constructive feedback about the report speakers. And third, I will give the overall general evaluation report about the complete about the meeting. So I have a team that is a tag team. The first timer, counter, and the grammarian. First, let me introduce the timer. Today, the timer is Toastmaster Radhamani. Yes, Toastmaster Radhamani is working as a lecturer in NIFT T College of Kitwear Fashions. She is from Tirupur with 25 years of experience. Now she is the HOD. Now I'm handing the floor to Toastmaster Radhamani. Kindly explain your role and responsibility of this today's meeting. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. வணக்கம் தலைவர், பொது மதிப்பீட்டாளர், சக சொல்வேந்தர்கள் மற்றும் விருந்தினர்களே, நான் இன்றைய கூட்டத்தின் நேர காப்பாளராக பணியாற்றியிருக்கிறேன். திடீர் பேச்சு, தயாரிப்பு பேச்சு மற்றும் மதிப்பீட்டு பேச்சாளர்களுக்கு நேரத்தை செலுத்துவேன். பச்சை, மஞ்சள் மற்றும் சிவப்பு நிற அட்டைகள் பயன்படுத்தி ஒவ்வொரு பேச்சாளரையும் அவர்கள் விட்டு சென்ற நேரத்தையும் மற்றும் மீதமுள்ள குறிப்பிட்ட நேரத்தை குறித்து நான் இங்கு எச்சரிப்பேன். திடீர் பேச்சாளர்கள் தங்கள் கருத்துக்களை 2 நிமிடங்களுக்கு மிகாமல் குறைக்க வேண்டும். 1 நிமிடத்தில் பச்சை அட்டையை உயர்த்துவேன். 1 நிமிடம் 30 வினாடிகளில் நான் மஞ்சள் அட்டையை உயர்த்துவேன். 2 நிமிடத்தில் நான் சிவப்பு அட்டையை உயர்த்துவேன். உரைகளை வழங்குபவர்கள் தங்கள் குறிப்பிட்ட பேச்சு நேரங்களுக்குள் தங்கள் கருத்துக்களை மட்டுப்படுத்த வேண்டும். தயார் உரைகள் 5 7 நிமிடங்கள் இருக்க வேண்டும். 5 நிமிடங்களில் நான் பச்சை அட்டையை உயர்த்துவேன். 6 நிமிடங்களில் மஞ்சள் அட்டையை உயர்த்துவேன். 7 நிமிடங்களில் நான் சிவப்பு அட்டையை உயர்த்துவேன். தனிப்பட்ட மதிப்பீடுகள் 2 இருந்து 3 நிமிடங்களுக்குள் இடையில் இருக்க வேண்டும். 2 நிமிடங்களில் நான் பச்சை அட்டையை உயர்த்துவேன். 2 நிமிடம் மற்றும் 30 வினாடிகளில் நான் மஞ்சள் அட்டையை உயர்த்துவேன். 3 நிமிடங்களில் நான் சிவப்பு அட்டையை உயர்த்துவேன். நன்றி, பொது மதிப்பீட்டாளர் அவர்களே.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Radhamani, for clearly explaining about your role and responsibilities for this today's meeting. Next, let me call upon our counter, Toastmaster Sindhu. Toastmaster Sindhu, she's from Anand, and she has done BDS, and currently she is not practicing. Hello. Currently she is not practicing, and she is going to practice very soon. Now I'm handovering to Toastmaster Sindhu. I request you please explain about your role and responsibilities for today's meeting. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Please ensure am I audible? I am facing some disturbance. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Can you adjust your camera? We couldn't see your face. Yes, it's better.
Yes. Thank you so much. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guests. The purpose of the counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks during the meeting. I will listen to overused words including and, well, but, so, and, you know. I will also listen for filler words including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I and I or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used this expression. சொல்வேந்தர்களே, விருந்தினர்களே, அசைக்கொல்லியாக எனது நோக்கம் பேச்சாளரின் பேச்சின் நடுவே வரும் இடைவெளி நிரப்பும் சத்தங்களை கவனித்து சொல்லுதல். அவை ஆ, ஆம் என்று பலவிதமாக இருக்கலாம், அல்லது அதிகம் உபயோகிக்கும் இது போன்ற சொற்களாக இருக்கலாம். And, well, but, so, you know, this means. சந்திப்பின் முடிவில் எத்தனை முறை இது போன்ற இடைவெளி நிரப்பும் சொற்களை பேச்சாளர்கள் உபயோகித்து உள்ளனர் என்பதை குறிப்பிடுவேன். நன்றி, ஜெனரல் எவாலுவேட்டர். Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sindhu, for briefly explaining about your role and responsibility. Yeah, Grammarian. Yes. Now the Grammarian is Toastmaster Kundhavi ma'am. Toastmaster Kundhavi ma'am is with the Toastmasters, Tamizhootru Toastmasters for almost 5 years. She has more inclined to learn more about Tamil. Then her interest is Toastmastering and reading books and giving speech in Tamil. Over to you, Toastmaster Kundhavi ma'am. Kindly explain your role and responsibilities for today's meeting.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, dear Toastmasters and guests. I am Toastmaster Kundhavi. Today, I am taking the role of Grammarian. So, as a Grammarian, it is my responsibility to keenly observe the speeches of the speakers and take note of proper usages and improper usages of the language. And it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day today. சொல்வேந்தர்களே, விருந்தினர்களே, நண்பர்களே, உங்கள் அத்துணை பேருக்கும் இந்த இனிமையான மாலை நேரத்தில் என் வணக்கங்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். இன்று நான் இலக்கணவாணராக என் பணியை செய்ய இருக்கின்றேன். என்னுடைய பணி என்ன என்று கேட்டால், இன்று சொல்வேந்தர்கள் மற்றும் விருந்தினர்கள் பேசும் பொழுது அவர்களுடைய பேச்சில் உள்ள நல்ல சொல் பயன்பாடுகள் மற்றும் பிழையான சொற்பயன்பாடுகள் ஆகியவற்றை குறிப்பெடுத்து, உதாரணத்துக்கு அவர்கள் பேசுகின்ற பழமொழிகள், எடுத்துக்காட்டுகள், கதைகள் போன்ற யாவற்றிலும் உள்ள நல்ல கருத்துக்களை எல்லாம் குறிப்பெடுத்துக் கொண்டு பொது மதிப்பீட்டாளர் என்னை அழைக்கும் பொழுது ஒரு அறிக்கையாக சமர்ப்பிப்பதுதான் என்னுடைய நோக்கம். இது மட்டுமல்ல, இன்று நான் இன்றைய சொல்லையும் அறிமுகப்படுத்த இருக்கின்றேன். இன்று நாம் எடுத்துக்கொண்டிருக்கிற சொல் என்ன என்று கேட்டால் தெளிவு, ஆங்கிலத்தில் கிளாரிட்டி. இதை எப்படி பயன்படுத்துவது என்றால், தமிழில் எண்ணம் தெளிவானால் எல்லாம் தெளிவாகும் என்பது போல பயன்படுத்தலாம். In English, clarity of thought clears the way. This is an example of using the word clarity. Thank you, General Evaluator. I will submit report at the end.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kundhavi, for explaining your role and responsibilities for today's meeting. Now, I am very much inclined to know many things about how to think big, so that I can get motivated. So now I am handing the floor to our TMOD, Toastmaster Balaji.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anand, for that introduction of your team and yourself. With this, we are moving into the first segment, which is prepared speech segment, தயாரிக்கப்பட்ட பேச்சு. இந்த பகுதியில் சொல்வேந்தர்கள் அனைவரும் அவர்கள் ஒரு பேச்சை தயாரித்துக் கொண்டு இந்த மன்றத்தில் வழங்குவார்கள். முதலாவது இருப்பவர் சொல்வேந்தர் நாகேந்திர பாரதி. அவரின் மதிப்பீட்டாளர் சொல்வேந்தர் குந்தவி அவர்களை நான் அழைக்கிறேன். சொல்வேந்தர் குந்தவி.
Once again, good evening, dear Toastmasters. Today, my target speaker, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharathi, is attempting his speech in visionary communication path. This is the level 3 and project 3 also. The theme is about using descriptive language. Purpose. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice writing a speech with an emphasis on adding language to increase interest and impact. All the best, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharathi. The time given is 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you so much, Evaluator. Toastmaster Nagendra Bharathi, I have one question for you. What is the big thing you did in your life?
Joining Tamizhootru Toastmasters Club.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharathi. Toastmaster Nagendra Bharathi. We are storytellers. We are storytellers. Toastmaster Nagendra Bharathi. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, our beloved President, Toastmaster Raja Balaji, my dear Toastmasters and guests. Do you remember the day when you told your story to all of us? Do you remember the day when you broke the ice, gave that icebreaker speech in our Toastmasters Club? You have started your storytelling journey from that moment. Yes, you are a storyteller. We Toastmasters are all storytellers. Let me share with you my storytelling experience in Toastmasters and how it improved over a period of time by adding more and more descriptive language. These literary elements of descriptive languages like simile, metaphor, alliteration, assonance, pun, plot, theme, mood, etc. adds value to our storytelling exercise. Let me explain these elements from few excerpts from my own speeches in Chennai Toastmasters Club, CTM Club. First, my icebreaker speech there under that pathway was like this, very plain. But the title was very attractive. I titled it as Nagendra Bharathi. The TMOD, while calling me to the stage, he told that Nagendra Bharathi, Nagendra Bharathi, Nagendra Bharathi, Nagendra Bharathi. We have the custom to say title, name and then title, right? Yes, my name is the title for me, for that subject, for that speech. I don't need any other title. The remaining part of my speech was very, very plain. Only that title part has some literary element, some pun element. Let me explain these elements from few excerpts, few more excerpts. I have 30 plus years of professional experience. I started that first speech like this. It includes banking, information technology, project management in various companies. Now I am a retired person, blah, blah, blah. It was just a plain literal language. No literary elements at all, except the title. In the second speech, Live Your Dreams, I narrated my dream to become an actor. The principal of a film institute where I intended to join, he looked at me and cried, "Hey, you are Denzel Washington, man." You guys know that I am not Denzel Washington. I am just Nagendra Bharathi. That is metaphor. Whatever, metaphor. Without using that conjunction, like emphasizing that my looks and style are like that actor, Denzel Washington. You may disagree, but that is a different thing. But that is a point of view of that director. Well, in the third speech on financial risks, I added that element of assonance, words with the same consonant sounds. I don't like equity. I like only green tea. TT. That is assonance. And then I used alliteration, another literary element. Words with same vowel sounds. Default and degrade are credit risks. Position and price are market risks. Events and errors are operational risks. This default, degrade, D, and then events, errors, E. They give some poetic rhyming, right? That's also one of the literary elements, alliteration. Then the fourth speech, change is constant. The title itself is oxymoron, right? Contradictory statement. Change is constant. I explained about my changing communication style to suit the situations and ended by saying that changing communication style has become my constant style. Then the fifth speech, cockroach approach. It was full of pun, irony, and exaggerated metaphors. Few examples. The cockroach karate master says, "Look at the legs of those cockroaches. They are like iron rods. They push the front legs inside. This is called cockroach approach. And then they come out forcefully. This is cockroach punch. Go and watch the cockroaches in your bathroom. If you are blessed to have few cockroaches in your home, if you try to kill them, what do? They don't go backwards. They come towards you. right? They are very, very courageous. That is why I teach cockroach karate, the cockroach masters. This is a lot of exaggeration, right? This is called hyperbole. In the sixth speech of mentor's memories, I mentioned that the idea given by my mentor, DTM Ninaja, who asked me to bring a property of cup of coffee in that cockroach approach story while I was practicing karate, and how it got spilled with my kick and bring some confusion in the scene. She added more value to that plot and the humorous mood of that story. This plot and mood, they are nothing but part of literary elements, right? Then the seventh speech, take up tag roles. I have given the speech in our Tamizhootru club also, referring to all counter as awesome reports, timer report as timely report. These all added some fun value to the fun of the speech, right? And now I am giving this speech here using descriptive language. Look at the title of the speech. We are all storytellers. That sets the theme of the speech, which is again a literary element. Thus, I am trying to implement the literary elements of descriptive languages with more clarity in all my speeches. Let us think big. Let us bring a lot of descriptive elements into our speeches. If the examples narrated by me in the speech created some interest in your mind to use more descriptive languages in your speech, then that itself proves the tagline. We, Toastmasters, are all powerful storytellers using descriptive language. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, the master storyteller of this club, Toastmaster Raja Balaji. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharathi. Let us give a round of applause to our speaker. Thank you so much. What a wonderful speech. With this, we are moving to the second speaker. Second speaker is none other than Toastmaster Krishnapriya. Toastmaster Krishnapriya, I have this question for you. Can you come online? Unmute yourself, please.
Yeah.
What is the big thing you did in your life?
That's a very good question, Toastmaster. I don't know if I've done one big thing in my life, but I think maybe it's like a subtle thing that I followed that has kept me up, which is not lose faith. So there have been a lot of challenges that I faced along the way, but not losing faith has been the biggest thing I've done in my life, I think. More than getting over those set challenges.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Krishnapriya. Now I'd like to call her evaluator, Toastmaster Swathi, to read out the objective.
The purpose of this project is to begin developing a collection of humorous stories and to present a speech that includes humor. Timer, please note that the time is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish you all the best, Toastmaster Krishnapriya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Swathi. Toastmaster Krishnapriya attempting her project from Missionary Communication Level 3, Project 3, title Lost and Found. Krishnapriya, Lost and Found, Krishnapriya. Over to you.
Thank you. Quick AV check. I'm audible. My hands are visible. If I move here. All
perfect.
Good. Cool. Thank you, Toastmaster, for that wonderful introduction. Okay. Mothers and their advice. Am I right? I'm sure everyone here can relate. Quick show of hands if you can relate to a mother having constantly giving you different kinds of advice. Yeah. I had a conversation with my mother yesterday, and it also went along similar lines. Well, I say conversation, but it was actually an argument. So it was a very normal evening, and then I was doing my work, and then she asked, "Hey, what do you want for dinner?" I said, "Amma, whatever is there, it's fine." What do you mean, whatever is there? Tell me, what do you want for dinner? Do you want bhindi? Do you want roti? Look at your hair. You need to get a haircut. Okay. Yeah, bhindi roti is fine, Mama. That's fine. Yeah, do you want to come and help me? You would have to learn something. You have to get your hands dirty. Yes, Amma, I'll come and help you. Tell me, when do you want me to come and help you? I'll come. Yeah, come, get your hands dirty and look at your hands. You need to moisturize your hands. So the thing with my mother's advice is, it starts off with one advice here and there, and then it becomes like a downpour, like a monsoon rainfall. Right? So she talks about moisturizing my hands, and then suddenly it'll be like, why are you always dominating every conversation that you have on the phone? Why are you sleeping so late? You have dark circles under your eyes. You have split ends. You have to really take care of yourself. So it just goes on and on and on. And then I said, oh my God, Amma, please stop. Can you go one day without giving me one bit of advice? Please stop. She did not like that. I had an outburst and she did not like that. There was utter silence, the scary kind. Then she slowly turned to me and she said, Kittu, she calls me Kittu at home. Kittu, do you know what happened when you were 3? Oh no, not this story again. Ladies and gentlemen, she was going to talk about the time that I got lost in a sea of humanity and found my way back somehow because of her, because moms know best. And the story she went on to say happened in 1999. I was 3 foot tall, and people were partying like it was 1999, as the song goes. Much like 99% of the population of Kochi, my parents too decided to bring their 3-year-old toddler to the most loudest, brightest, and most crowded place in the city, the Temple Festival. It was, of course, for my personal development, all-round development, right? Children need exposure to all sorts of stimuli. Imagine the blaring sounds of trumpets, the rhythmic beats of Kerala drums, the smell of popcorn, fries, and peanuts wafting through the air. It's enough to send any adult in a trance. And for a 3-year-old, it was sensory overload. I had clutched my mother's hand, and everywhere I looked, there were water guns, there were drums, there were bows and arrows, there was everything I wanted within my reach. But I was being taken away in a different direction. And I turned to see where I was going. I was in utter dismay because it was a clothing exhibition. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing you should know is that my mother loves to shop, especially clothes. And it's not just shopping exactly. She likes to go to every shop and feel every thread of every fabric of every bedsheet that has ever existed in that shop. And I'll never know why. But my 3-year-old self knew that this was what was coming, and I did not know where my evening was headed, literally. So as I tried to steer her away from this maze of an exhibition, my thoughts were interrupted by this very loud sound. Ooh, that is the sound I heard. It was completely incomprehensible. And then I was wondering, what is this sound? Well, that's how I heard it, because in 1999, the AV systems were, it was so loud and my thoughts just stopped. And I was like, Amma, what is that sound? And she said, oh, that is the announcement from the police booth. If you lose something, go over there and the uncle will help you find whatever you've lost. As my Lilliputian brain was processing this, my mom promptly whisked me off into the exhibition. And there I was, stuck, clutching onto my mother's hands, and the grip was loosening by this point, because we went from stall to another stall to another and another, and it was a never-ending line of stalls of bed sheets and churidar materials and everything in between. And all I could see was at this level. Was at this level, because I was just 3 foot tall, and I could only see the edge of the table. And I never understood what fascinated her. So at one point, I broke away from her and wandered off. And I didn't realize I was lost until a little later. And as I was wandering off, I turned back and I said, Amma, I realized she's not here. Oh no, I was lost. The night was getting darker. The stalls were getting fewer. People were getting stranger. They stared at me with a strange gaze that made me uncomfortable. And then I started running from one end to another and back, and I went through stalls after stall after stall, and I reached the food court side. The smell, which would once excite me, the smell of potatoes, pickles, and papads, entered my lungs and just suffocated me at that point. I didn't want to be here. I just wanted to find my mother. And that's when I heard it again, the sound of the police booth. So I ran to it. I went there and I said, I am lost. And then the police officer helped make a lot of announcements, 5 in fact. And in the 5th announcement, he gave me the mic and I said, I'm Krishnapriya, Kittu, because in case there are other Krishnapriyas who were also lost that day, right? Just to be clear that the one whose pet name is Kittu is the one who's lost. And after that announcement, my mom appeared and I ran to her. And as she embraced me in her arms, all that panic just melted away. I was safe. I was found. This is the story that she recited yesterday. And she turned to me and said, it's because of my advice that you're here today. It's true. It's true. Even in life, I do get lost quite a lot. But I do find my way back because now I can call her anytime. And the only difference is I don't need to use a police booth. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Krishnapriya. Let us give a round of applause for that brilliant speech. This reminds my journey. When I was in 12th, I was in a gym. In my gym, I was 30 minutes late to my home. Then what happened was my father and mother came to the gym and they slapped me and took me to the home. That's reminding me while listening to your speech. Thank you so much. The next speaker is Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal. Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal, I have this question for you. What is the big thing you did in your life?
Okay, the big thing which I did in my life is changing my lifestyle. So I was a very lazy person for almost 28 years, wherein I didn't have a thought of exercising, didn't have a thought of dieting. But one of my health condition, which I got later, one of the health issue, which made me change my lifestyle. And right now I am completely into fitness, good dieting, and it's still going on. So I could never imagine the Karthik 4 years back or 2 years back, like how I was. So I think changing my lifestyle is the biggest thing I did in my life.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Karthik, for sharing your experience. With this, I'd like to call his evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Sowrirajan, to read out his objective. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and Toastmaster Karthik. The project is connecting with an audience, your audience. The purpose statement says the purpose of this project is to practice skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. Develop a 5 to 7 minute speech on a topic that is unfamiliar to the majority of your audience. Because you deliver the speech in your Toastmasters Club, you are familiar with the audience, members, preferences, and personalities. Selecting the topic that is new or unfamiliar to your club members will allow you to practice adapting as you practice. As you speak, monitor the audience reaction to your topic and adapt as necessary to maintain engagement. Good luck to the speaker and great listening to all of us. Back to the TMOD.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Sowrirajan. Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal. 1 plus 2 equal to 4. 1 plus 2 equal to 4. Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal. Over to you.
Good morning, students. Have you all recited 14th table? Have you all recited 14th tables? Okay, where is Karthik? Where is he hiding today? I see he's hiding there. Karthik, stand up and recite 14th table. Okay, teacher. 14 ones are 14, 14 twos are 14, 14 threes are 14, 14 fours are 14. What? You don't even know 14th table? You will fail in maths exam. Stand up on the bench and raise your hands. This was me in my 3rd grade getting punished from my maths teacher. I struggled with maths in whole of my school and college life. I used to find mathematics very difficult to understand. I always had a thought that I was numerically challenged person. My favorite subject in school was history. There was other subject which drew my attention towards it, and it was computers. When I wrote my first program in C language in my 10th grade, I then decided that I wanted to be a programmer, a computer engineer. But, engineering is all about mathematics, right? If you are not good with maths, you shouldn't be choosing engineering. Well, I too had the same thought. But one of my school senior with great show off told me that, Karthik, computer science is a branch where we need to have logical reasoning skills. You need to be good in writing algorithms to solve the complex problems. So my school senior also warned me, saying that I need to pass 5 maths related subjects in engineering. I accepted this challenge because I wanted to be a programmer. I completed my diploma and entered engineering with full swag. Yo, man. But I couldn't maintain this swag till I met maths. Yo, man. Semester by semester, I was trying to maintain a fair and compromised relation with all maths subjects. But in fourth semester, I met probability and statistics. Back in college, I hated this subject called probability and statistics. I didn't like anyone asking me, Karthik, what is the probability of you having idli or vada for tomorrow's breakfast? I will have biryani. Who are you to ask me? So this was the fiery conversation between me and probability statistics textbook. I was really doing well with all other computer science technical subjects, but whole of my fourth semester, I couldn't learn probability and statistics. Finally, the judgment day arrived. It was the final semester examination of probability and statistics. With no preparation and blank head, I went to write the exam, hoping for some help from friends to at least get a passing mark. But the moment I entered the examination hall, I declared that day as the black day of my life, because my roll number was written on the very front bench, exact opposite to the invigilator. I had lost all hopes, complete hopes. So for some hope, I looked up. But instead of hope, I found a lizard enjoying its summer vacation. I got the question paper, and when I read it, I couldn't understand even a single question. I thought the question paper, the language being used in this question paper was a Chinese language. So there was other hope who was sitting back of me. That was my friend. So I turned around to ask his help. Hey, please help me out. Invigilator saw this and started yelling at me. Hey, don't turn back. If you turn back, I'll devour you. Okay, I said in my mind. Now I was completely on myself with no hopes left. See, the problem with mathematics is you cannot write stories and fill in pages. It is very, very hard to impress maths. Now, let's say if I try to propose maths in Shah Rukh Khan style. I love you, maths. Maths. You know what maths will do? Maths will immediately draw a triangle and ask you to find x. Where is x? No matter what, you have to find x. Even if you have to compromise with y, z. Or else. Listen to me carefully. Or else you will be forcefully married to f. Fail. Calm down, Karthik. Calm down, baby. Calm down. So I sat in examination hall for 3 hours and left from there with great disappointment. After 1 month, I got the results. I failed by scoring 6 out of 60 marks. I was completely feeling shattered and depressed. All those questions came back to mind, saying, why do I have this disability with numbers? Why did I choose engineering? That moment, I felt I was locked in a cage with no light, but just darkness. There was one friend who was observing this change in me, and he was my best friend, Guru Raj. He told me, "Hey, Karthik, let's try next time. I'll help you in understanding probability and statistics. We'll make second attempt." With his help, I put my heart and mind in learning probability and statistics, made my second attempt. And guess what? Guess what? I scored 58 out of 60 marks. I topped in my second attempt. That day, I realized that I had no mental disability over numbers. It was just that I didn't show any intent to learn maths with whole of my heart and mind. I was running away from it. 1 plus 2 is equal to 4. It's obviously a miscalculation, as I miscalculated myself of having a mental disability over numbers. Toastmasters and guests, if you ever think that you have any disability in anything like I did, to overcome this doubt, you must try and learn to work on things which you are not good at. Take help of people, put your heart, mind, and time. Initially, you may fail, but one day with your consistency, you will shine as bright as star Venus. Trust me, you have all power within you. Rock your life. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Karthik. Let us give a round of applause to Toastmaster Karthik for the amazing speech. This reminds me my college days. Most of the people will use calculator for calculating, right? But I will use that calculator for writing formulas, and I will take it to my exam hall. So I don't want to remember my formulas. So that is the thing I am remembering when I listening to your speech. Thank you so much for your speech, Toastmaster Karthik. With this, we are coming to the next segment, the table topics. Before table topics, let us have 5 minutes break. So let's have some refreshment. Timer, please note, after 5 minutes, please show red card.
Okay, sir, I will do.
Welcome back. So we are moving into the second segment, table topic segment, திடீர் பேச்சு பகுதி. இதில் தலைப்பு தருவார்கள், நம்ம உடனடியாக பேச வேண்டும். அதை நடத்தவிருப்பதற்காக சொல்வேந்தர் விக்ரம் நம்முடன் இணைந்திருக்கிறார். சொல்வேந்தர் விக்ரம், I have this question for you. What is the big thing you did in your life?
I got married.
Thank you so much. That was a nice response. Please take over the session.
Screen sharing option கொடுக்குறீங்களா ராஜா பாலாஜி? நான் question share பண்றதுக்கு.
Already.
Okay. So முதல் பேச்சாளர் So யாரு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இத எடுத்துக்கிறீங்க?
நான் ட்ரை பண்ணலாமா?
ட்ரை பண்ணலாம் ஆனந்த். இந்தாங்க ஆனந்த்.
எஸ்.
உங்களுடைய தெளிவு எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடித்திருக்கிறது. அதோட உங்களோட முனைப்பும் எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருக்கு. அதனால முதல் கேள்வி வந்து உங்களுக்கு என்னன்னா, what does think big mean to you personally and how it has influenced your life and decisions? How it has influenced your life and decisions? பெரிய சிந்தனை என்பது தனிப்பட்ட முறையில் உங்கள் கருத்து என்ன என்பது பற்றி தனிப்பட்ட முறையில் உங்கள் கருத்து என்ன? அது உங்கள் வாழ்க்கை அல்லது முடிவுகளை எவ்வாறு பாதிக்கிறது?
Yes. Thank you, table topic master, Toastmaster Vikram. Think big, right? What is my opinion about that? Think big. See, we are all the human. The God has given the sixth sense. Right now, we are speaking about the artificial intelligence. We are going towards the seventh sense. So, right, the miraculous cosmic brain that God has gifted to us. So, right, as per the science, only the people are using, most of them, they are using only 1% of their brain. The scientists they are using the 10% of the brains. There are almost 5 billion neurons in each brain. And what the science says is that most of the neurons are completely dormant because of the unuse. So if you think big, what will happen? All this neuron get activated. That's why now they are saying that neuronal plasticity, new neuronal outgrowth will take place. Because if you have the ambition, if you think more big, I want to accomplish this goal. Once you have accomplished this goal, what will happen? If you have a goal, what will happen? Each and every person has got achievement orientation. It remains dormant once you don't have a goal. If you don't think bold, once if you think big, that achievement drive get activated. Once the achievement drive get activated with your passion, with your determination, with your goal clarity, you can accomplish your goal. Since I started my career as a medical representative, how I became a brand specialist, because of that, I thought big. That's why I have accomplished my goal. This is the major accomplishment in my life. I'm sure that like Raja Balaji, everyone can think big and accomplish great things in the life. Over to you, table topic master, Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you. பெரிதனும் பெரிது கேள் என்பார்கள். நம்ம ஆனந்த் வந்து என்ன மாதிரி மெடிக்கல் ஃபீல்டில் வந்து தான் இருக்காரு. நானும் ஆனந்த் மாதிரி தான் வந்து உள்ள நுழைஞ்சேன். ஆனால் என்ன பிரச்சனை அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, இப்போ வந்து டாக்டரை பார்க்கும்போது சயின்டிஃபிக்காக பேசணும்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. என்னால் டாக்டரை பார்க்கும்போது சயின்டிஃபிக்காக பேச வராது. நான் போய் டாக்டர்கிட்ட கேஷுவலாக பேசுவேன். ஆனால் ஆனந்தோட எண்ணம், சொல், செயல் எல்லாமே வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த மெடிக்கல் ஃபீல்டு ரிலேட்டடாகவே இருக்கும். அதனால தான் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நீங்கள் பொதுவாக பேச சொன்னீங்கன்னா கூட அதுலேயும் வந்து அவருடைய அந்த மெடிக்கல் சம்மந்தப்பட்ட ஒரு விஷயத்தை எப்படியாவது சொல்லிடுவார். அதனால தான் அவர் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மெடிக்கல் ரெப்பா என்ன மாதிரி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டு நான் வந்து மெடிக்கல் ஃபீல்டை விட்டு வெளியில் வந்துட்டேன். அவர் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பிராண்ட் மேனேஜராக மாறி இருக்காரு. அதுதான் நம்ம வந்து புரிந்து கொள்ள வேண்டிய ஒரு விஷயம். ஒரு பெரிய விஷயத்தை சாதிக்கணும்னா நாம என்ன செய்யணும் அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, நம்மளுடைய எண்ணம், சொல், செயல் எல்லாமே அதை நோக்கியே இருந்துச்சுன்னா பெரிதா அச்சீவ் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்றதுக்கு ஆனந்த் ஒரு உதாரணம். ஸோ லெட் மீ ஷேர் மை ஸ்கிரீன். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்பீக்கர் வந்து யார் பேசுறீங்க? ஐ திங்க் மில்டன் ராஜசேகரன் நீங்க ஹேண்ட் ரைஸ் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. திஸ் இஸ் ஃபார் மில்டன் திஸ் இஸ் ஃபார் மில்டன் ராஜசேகரன். Imagine you have unlimited resources and influence. How would you use them to make a positive impact on the world? உங்களிடம் வரம்பற்ற வளங்கள் மற்றும் செல்வாக்கு இருப்பதாக கற்பனை செய்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உலகில் நேர்மறையான தாக்கத்தை ஏற்படுத்த அவற்றை எவ்வாறு நீங்கள் பயன்படுத்துவீர்கள்?
நன்றி விக்ரம் சார். அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். விசேஷமாக இது என்னிடம் மீண்டும் இந்த கூட்டத்திற்கு என்னை அழைத்த ராஜபாலாஜிக்கு மீண்டும் வணக்கம் கூறுகிறேன். இந்த நேரத்தில் பிசினஸ் பற்றி திருக்குறள் ஒன்று பகிர்ந்து கொள்ள விரும்புகிறேன். வினை செயல் வகை என்று 68வது தலைப்பில் வள்ளுவர் எழுதிய எல்லாம் வினை செயல் செயல் என்றதுக்கு பதிலாக பிசினஸ் என்று போட்டுக்கொள்ளலாம். எல்லாமே பிசினஸ் பற்றி தான் இருக்கும். அதில் ஒரு குறள் மிக முக்கியம் இந்த தலைப்புக்காக. பொருள், கருவி, காலம், வினை, இடனோடு 5 இருள் தீர எண்ணி செயல். 675வது குறள். இந்த குறள் அற்புதமாக விளக்குகிறது. என்னை பொறுத்தவரை நான் அது போல ஒரு செல்வாக்கும் இருக்க வாய்ப்பு எனக்கு கிடைத்தால் என்னுடைய இலக்கு, லட்சியம், நோக்கம் என்று என்ன நினைத்துக் கொள்கிறேன் என்றால், உலக இளைஞர்களுக்கு என்னால் முடிந்த அளவுக்கு அவர்கள் ஏதாவது ஒரு நல்ல அறிவை, நல்ல ஞானத்தை, அதாவது ஜாதி மதம் பேதம் அற்ற ஒரு சமுதாயத்தை ஏற்படுத்த அவர்களுக்கு ஒரு தேவையான, இன்றைய காலகட்டத்தில் தேவையான ஒரு ஞானத்தை அவர்களுக்கு வர வேண்டும் என்பதும், அதே போக அப்படி ஒரு செல்வாக்கம் வந்தால் குறிப்பாக இந்த மலை ஜாதி மக்கள், நான் கொல்லிமலை, ஜவ்வாது மலை, அப்புறம் கல்வராயன் மலை போன்ற பல மலைகளுக்கு தொடர்ந்து சென்று கொண்டிருக்கிறேன். பல நண்பர்கள் அங்கு இருப்பதால் அங்கு செய்வதெல்லாம் என்னவென்றால், அங்கு இருக்கின்ற ஏழை குழந்தைகள், அரசு பள்ளியில் படிக்கின்ற அரசு பள்ளியில் குழந்தைகள் வருவதில்லை, மாணவர்கள் வருவதில்லை, ஆசிரியர்களே பல சமயம் வரமாட்டார்கள். ஸோ அந்த இடங்கள்லாம் போய் ஸ்போக்கன் இங்கிலீஷ் நடத்துவது, எனக்கு தெரிந்த கருத்துக்களை சொல்லுவது, கதைகளை சொல்லுவது என்றெல்லாம் தொடர்ந்து செய்து கொண்டிருக்கிறேன். கிரீன் அம்பாசிடர் என்ற முறையில் என்விரான்மெண்ட் எங்கெங்கெல்லாம் மரம் நட வேண்டும், இது சென்னையில் பல சில தெருக்களில் நாங்கள் நட்டிருக்கிறோம். நாங்கள் யூத் ராஜபாலாஜி போன்ற யூத் எல்லாம் சேர்த்து நாங்கள் பல இடங்கள் நட்டிருக்கிறோம். இதை தொடர்ந்து செய்ய எனக்கு அந்த விருப்பம் இருக்கிறது. அவர்களுக்கெல்லாம் இன்னும் அவருடைய வாழ்க்கையில் ஏதேனும் ஒரு பையன், ஒரு மாணவன் நல்ல வாழ்க்கையில் உயர்ந்து விட்டால் அவன் குடும்பத்தை உயர்த்துவான், அவன் மூலமாக சமுதாயம் உயரும் என்று என்னுடைய கனவு. இதை தொடர்ந்து விசேஷமாக எங்கு புறக்கணிக்கப்பட்ட ஏரியாஸ், இப்பவும் அந்த ஸ்கூல்ஸுக்கு தான் போயிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஒரு வேல்யூ எஜுகேஷன், அதாவது ஒரு என்ன சொல்றது, லீடர்ஷிப், இது தகவல்களை பகிர்றதுக்குள்ள ஒரு நண்பனாக எனக்கு வந்து 4ஆம் கிளாஸ் 5ஆம் கிளாஸ் பசங்க கூட நண்பர்களாக இருக்காங்க. ஸோ அதே போல காலேஜ் லெவல்லையும் சாய்ராம் காலேஜ், அது போல இன்ஜினியரிங் காலேஜும் போறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு கிடைச்சிருக்கு, போயிருந்தா இருக்கேன். நம்ம டோஸ்ட் மாஸ்டர் ஆதில் கூட சேர்ந்து சில பணிகள்லாம் ஆற்றிருக்கேன். ஸோ இது தொடர்ந்து செய்யணும்னு விரும்புறேன். இன்னும் அதிகமா என்னுடைய ஒர்க்கை வந்து செய்யறதுக்கு இறையருள் தான் கூட இருக்கணும். நன்றி, வணக்கம். டோஸ்ட் மாஸ்டர் விக்ரம் சார்.
மில்டன் ராஜசேகர் சார், நீங்க வந்து அன்லிமிட்டடான பவரும் இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸும் கிடைச்சா என்ன செய்வீங்கன்னு தான் நான் கேட்டிருந்தேன். ஆனா நீங்க இப்ப செய்யற பலன்கள்லாம் பார்த்தா அன்லிமிட்டெட் பவரும் இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸும் கிடைக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நீங்க வந்து நிறைய பேரை இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. வாழ்த்துக்கள், உங்களுடைய பணி சிறக்க. இதை வந்து தொடர்ந்து செய்யவும், இது போல மற்றவர்கள் வாழ்க்கையில் வந்து தாக்கத்தை ஏற்படுத்தும் செயல்களை செய்ய நீங்கள் உங்கள் பணியை தொடங்குமாறு அன்போடு கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். நீங்க
ஒரே ஒரு ரெக்வெஸ்ட் சார், இது ஓசூர்ல இருந்து வேல் மாதன் ஒருத்தர் கலந்துருக்காரு, முடிஞ்சா அவர் வாய்ப்பு கொடுங்க சார்.
யார் சார்? வேல் மாதனா? ஓகே, சரி, அடுத்தது வேல் மாதன் கொடுக்குறேன். நீங்க கையை மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் லோவர் பண்ணீங்க சார். வேல் மாதன், இது உங்களுக்காக. நீங்க வந்து பெரிய லெவல்ல ரெக்கமெண்டேஷன்லாம் வச்சிருக்கீங்க.
ஐயா அப்படிலாம் ஒண்ணும் இல்லைங்க ஐயா.
ஓகே. Share a story about time when you challenged yourself to think bigger than you ever had done before. Okay. You ever had before. What were the results? நீங்கள் முன்பு இருந்ததை விட பெரிதாக சிந்திக்க உங்களை நீங்களே சவால் விட்ட காலத்தை பற்றிய கதையை பகிரவும். அப்படி நீங்கள் உங்களை சவால் விட்டதன் முடிவுகள் என்ன?
ஓகேங்க ஐயா, வாய்ப்புக்கு நன்றிங்க சார். இந்த வாய்ப்பை ஏற்படுத்தி கொடுத்த மில்டன் ஐயா அவர்களுக்கு, உங்களுடன் சேர்ந்து உரையாடுவதற்கு வாய்ப்பை ஏற்படுத்தி கொடுத்த மில்டன் ஐயா அவர்களுக்கும் எனது மனமார்ந்த நன்றிகள். ஐயா, நான் வந்து ஒரு பேசிக்கா கிராமத்துல பிறந்தவன். அப்பா அம்மா விவசாயி தான். எனக்கு சொந்த ஊர் வந்து விழுப்புரம் டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட், மேல்மலையனூர் பக்கத்துல மானந்தல் மோட்டூர்னு ஒரு வில்லேஜ். நான் படிச்சது டிப்ளமோங்க. டிப்ளமோ படிச்சுட்டு நான் சென்னையெல்லாம் அதிகம் வந்தது கூட கிடையாது. டிப்ளமோ முடிச்சுட்டு தான் நான் சென்னையே வந்திருக்கேன். ஆக்சுவலா வேலை தேடி தான் சென்னை வந்திருக்கேன். அப்படி வந்துட்டு பிராங்கா சொல்லணும்னா, எங்க ஊரை விட்டு வெளியில போனதே கிடையாது. அதுதான் என்னுடைய இது லெவல். ஸோ அப்படி இருக்கும்போது நான் சென்னையில வந்து ஊரப்பாக்கன்ற ஒரு இடத்துல மதர்சன் ஆட்டோமோட்டிவ் கம்பெனில ஒரு டிஇடியா எனக்கு ஒரு வாய்ப்பு கிடைச்சது ஜாயின் பண்றதுக்கு. போன இன்டர்வியூ எடுத்தாங்க, டக்குன்னு வந்துட்டு நாளைக்கு ஜாயின் பண்ணிடுப்பா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க. நான் வந்து வில்லேஜ் சைட்ல இருந்து வந்ததால அப்போ வந்து பேசிக்கா பாத்தீங்கன்னா நான் வந்து நிறைய வேலை செய்வேன். என் கூட இருக்கிறவங்க எல்லாம் வந்து சீக்கிரமா அசதி ஆயிடுவாங்க, டயர்ட் ஆயிடுவாங்க. மோஸ்ட்லி இந்த சிட்டி சரௌண்டிங் பீப்புள்ஸ். ஸோ நான் வந்து கண்டினியூஸா ஒர்க் பண்ணுவேன். என்னை வந்து அவர் கண்டினியூஸா என்னுடைய இன்ஜினியர் வந்து நல்லா யூட்டிலைஸ் பண்ணுவாரு. யூட்டிலைஸ் பண்ணி நிறைய சொல்லி கொடுப்பாரு அந்த மாதிரி. ஸோ அப்படி செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கும்போது அப்போதான் அந்த நீங்க கேட்குற கேள்வி கரெக்டான சேலஞ்ச் அங்கதான் எனக்கு வந்தது. 2 years ஒர்க் பண்ணும்போது என்ன கன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணல, எல்லாருமே கன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணல எங்க டீம்ல. அப்போ எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்தாரு அவர், என்னுடைய இன்ஜினியர். குஜராத்ல ஒரு ஜாப் இருக்கு, நீ வரியா அப்படின்னு கேட்டாரு. ஸோ அங்க வந்து ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் உள்பட அம்மா அப்பா யாருமே வந்து எனக்கு வந்து ஹோப் கொடுக்கல, போகாத அவ்வளவு தூரம்லாம் போயிட்டு நீ என்ன பண்ணுவ. எனக்கு டு பி ஃப்ராங்க் இங்கிலீஷும் நல்லா தெரியாது. ஈவன் படிச்சது எல்லாமே தமிழ். கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் டெக்னிக்கல் வேர்ட்ஸ் தெரியும், தட்ஸ் ஆல். அதுக்கப்புறம் வேற எதுவுமே எனக்கு தெரியாது. தமிழை விட்டா இங்கிலீஷ்லாம் அந்த அளவுக்கு எனக்கு தெரியாது. நான் என்ன பண்ணேன்னா, சரி ஓகே சேலஞ்சை எடுத்துக்கிட்டு போகலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நான் போயே தீருவேன்னு சொல்லிட்டேன் அப்பா அம்மா கிட்ட. அவங்க எல்லாருமே ஆப்போசிட், இன்க்ளூடிங் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், அப்பா அம்மா எல்லாருமே. பட் ஐ ஹவ் டிசைடட் டு கோ வதோதரா, குஜராத், நியர் அலோல்னு ஒரு ஏரியா. அதுக்கப்புறம் நான் மட்டும் போனேன், இன்டர்வியூ அட்டன் பண்ணேன், செலக்ட் ஆயிட்டேன். 2004 அங்கே போனேன். ஸோ அங்கே போயிட்டு வித்தின் 3 months ஐ ஸ்டார்டட் ஸ்பீக்கிங் ஹிந்தி. While going to Gujarat, I carry the one book, 30 days course, how to learn Hindi. Daily I used to practice evening in my room, and I have to cook, I have to eat myself, everything I want, my own things I have to do. So அப்படி practice பண்ணி I try to speak in broken English, broken Hindi at the workplaces. People are
Sorry
used to
for
laugh.
interrupting, sir. It's crossing your time. Now it's 3 minutes.
ஓகே மேடம், சாரி.
Okay,
ஸோ
sir.
அதுதான் என்னுடைய சேலஞ்சு. அங்க போயிட்டு ஐ ஹவ் லேர்ன்ட் ஹிந்தி, இங்கிலீஷ் அண்ட் மல்டி கல்ச்சரல் எவ்ரி திங். From there, after 6 years, I reached திரும்ப again 6+ years, I have reached Tamil Nadu. Now I can able to handle the anywhere, any part of India. Now if you go ask me to go anywhere in India and all over the world, I am ready to go. Such a experience I got. I have challenged myself and I have reached in my life in now working as a quality engineer in Ashok Leyland. So that is about my challenge, my own challenges, sir. Thanks a lot
Thank
for
you.
opportunity.
தேங்க்யூ வேலு. நீங்க ஹிந்தி கத்துக்கிட்டதுக்கு அதுக்கப்புறம் குஜராத் போயிட்டு வந்ததும் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கையில் உயர்வதற்கும் எனக்கு ஒரு ராசி இருக்கு. நான் தஞ்சாவூர்ல இருக்க 18 ஹிந்தி மாஸ்டர்கிட்ட படிச்சிருக்கேன். அதுல 12 பேர் இறந்து போயிட்டாங்க. நான் போய் 2 மாசம் படிச்சேன்னா அவங்க இறந்துருவாங்க. அதனால நான் ஹிந்தியை காப்பாத்துறதோட ஹிந்தி மாஸ்டரை காப்பாற்ற வேண்டும் என்ற நல்ல எண்ணத்தில் நான் ஹிந்தி படிக்கிறத விட்டுட்டேன். நன்றி. அடுத்து யார் பேசுறீங்க?
ரியான் இருக்காரு.
யாரு? ரியான் உங்களுக்காக.
இங்கிலீஷ்ல சொல்லலாம்ல?
So you can either talk in Tamil or in English.
தமிழ்ல பேசலாம், பட் உங்க அளவுக்கு பியூரா பேச முடியாது.
இல்ல, நீ இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுங்க, ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்ல. If you could solve one major global issue, what would it be and how would you go about tackling it? Riyan, over to you.
If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. Quote said by someone. I forgot the name. Good evening once again, fellow Toastmasters and the guests. The thing is, we cannot solve many big issues, but we can start small. For that, today morning, I went to a person who said he is a social worker. I was thinking social working is a big thing, but he reflected something different which I never expected. He was asking me what is native, and I was saying like getting to the roots, knowing about your ancestry, knowing about your place, but he said something different. Native is something which is your surrounding. So you can start working with your surrounding. We have many problems in many countries, like many organizations are trying to solve it, but we are not focusing on the products or the problems around ourselves. For example, he said about the village called Gumdi Kundi, which is around like 100 kilometers from Chennai. And that place, he went there to a small village in Gumdi Kundi, and there was no toilets in 2018. And he was trying to build toilets with the help of a lot of politicians, but he was facing challenges. But he said that challenges was very difficult, but he came up with an idea. What was that? Going to his CSR team in a company. Many companies have the CSR revenue unused. So he went to the CSR team, approached them. He had the necessary documents to approach them, to show them the proof. And now he has made more than 100 toilets in Gumdi Kundi. So which is a big achievement for him. And I was very impressed, which inspired me that we can build something which is around ourselves. So I'll start doing it. I will recommend all of you. Back to you.
Thank you, Rio. You had a clarity of talking about a global issue which you haven't solved, but someone else is working at. You talked about the toilet issue, which is a major global issue across the globe. ஸோ தேங்க்யூ ரியோ. அண்ட் அடுத்த பேச இருப்பவர்
மணி இருக்காரு.
ஓகே, மணி, உங்களுக்கான கேள்வி வந்து, how can individuals overcome limiting belief to start thinking bigger and achieve their goals? தனிநபர்கள் வரம்புக்குட்பட்ட நம்பிக்கைகளை முறியடித்து எவ்வாறு பெரிதாக சிந்திக்க தொடங்கலாம் மற்றும் அவர்களின் இலக்குகளை அடையலாம் என்று கூறுங்கள்.
Good evening, everyone. So, our believing system is determined by our thought process only. So, we have to cross over the limit that is possible. For that, we have to read the book. So, book is the good companion to everyone. So, that will help us to think beyond our belief. So we should not put the boundary to our believing system. For that, book will be helpful lot. And we have to align with the role model. Everyone's supposed to identify the role model. So it's mainly for knowing more about them, and it's we have to imitate them over the period of time. Definitely, our believing system will be improved a lot, and it will be extended more also. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
தேங்க்யூ மணி. நல்லா சிறப்பா பேசுறீங்க. உங்களுடைய முன்னெடுப்பு நல்லா இருந்தது. புத்தகங்களை பற்றி சொன்னது வந்து எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருந்துச்சு. ஏன்னா நான் கொஞ்ச நாள் புத்தகம் வித்துட்டு இருந்தேன். அடுத்தது
லோகேஷ் இருக்கிறார் in person.
ஓகே, லோகேஷ். லோகேஷ், உங்களுக்கான கேள்வி இப்பொழுது திரையில். Discuss a historical figure or a contemporary leader who embodies the concept of thinking big. What lessons can we learn from their approach? பெரிய சிந்தனையின் கருத்தை உள்ளடக்கிய ஒரு வரலாற்று தலைவர் அல்லது சமகால தலைவரை பற்றி விளக்கவும். அவர்களின் அணுகுமுறையிலிருந்து நாம் என்ன பாடங்களை கற்றுக்கொள்ளலாம்? Over to you, லோகேஷ்.
நன்றி. மாலை வணக்கம் சொல்வேந்தர்களே. என் பேர் லாவன் லோகேஷ். சுமாரா ஒரு 5 வருஷம் முன்னாடி பாத்தீங்கன்னா வந்து நான் தமிழ்நாட்டு சொல்வேந்தர் மன்றத்துக்கு வந்திருந்தேன். அப்பதான் வந்து இந்த ஒரு வரலாற்று சிறப்புமிக்க மனிதரை நான் சந்திச்சேன். மன்றத்துல இல்ல, புத்தகத்துல. அவரோட பேர் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா மார்க்கஸ் அரீலியஸ் அப்படின்ற ஒருத்தர். அவர் ஒரு பெரிய ரோமன் எம்பரர். அவரோட புக் பேர் வந்து த மெடிடேஷன்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு புக். அந்த புத்தகத்துல என்ன படிச்சேன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, ஒரு மனிதர் தன்னோட வாழ்க்கையில நடக்கிற எல்லாத்தையும் வந்து பதிவிடணும்ன்றதுதான். இந்த ஒரு சின்ன கருத்து மட்டும் என் வாழ்க்கையில இந்த 5 வருஷத்துல வந்து பெரிய மாற்றத்தை கொண்டு வந்துச்சு. நான் கல்லூரி படிக்கும் போது சொல்வேந்தர் மன்றத்துக்கு வந்திருந்தேன். அப்போ வந்து என் வாழ்க்கை முறை வேற மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு. நான் யோசிப்பேன், எப்படி ஒரு விஷயம் சாதிக்க முடியாதா நம்மளால, ஏன் முடியலன்னு யோசிப்பேனே தவிர அதுக்கு பதில் கிடைக்கல. நிறைய பதிவுகளை படிச்சேன், நிறைய பேர்கிட்ட பேசினேன். ஆனா எனக்கு கிடைக்காத பதில்கள் வந்து எனக்குள்ளேயே இருக்கு அப்படின்றத இந்த புக் மெடிடேஷன் அப்படின்ற இந்த புத்தகத்துல வந்து ரொம்ப எளிதா கத்துக்கிட்டேன். ரொம்ப எளிதா சொல்லணும்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, நீங்க உங்க வாழ்க்கையில பண்றத டெய்லி நீங்க குறித்து வச்சுட்டாலே போதும். அத பின்னாடி வந்து பார்க்கும்பொழுது நீங்க எந்த அளவுக்கு வளர்ந்தீங்க அப்படின்ற ஒரு விஷயம். அது மட்டும் இல்ல, நம்ம வந்து ஒரு மனிதனா இருக்கும்போது எல்லாத்தையும் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்க முடியாது. மனித மூளை வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு தகவல்களை சேமிக்க இடம் கிடையாது. தகவல்களை வந்து சிந்திச்சு செயல்படுத்துற ஒரு விஷயமா தான் நான் பாக்குறேன். அது ரொம்ப அருமையா வந்து மார்க்கஸ் அரீலியஸ் சொல்லியிருந்தாரு. அந்த ஒரு விஷயம் வந்து என் வாழ்க்கை நல்லா மாத்துச்சு. நன்றி.
நன்றி லோகேஷ். அடுத்து என்னுடைய வழிகாட்டி திரு சம்பத் சௌரராஜன் அவர்கள். In what ways can organization foster a culture of innovation and encourage employees to think big? நிறுவனங்கள் எந்தெந்த வழிகளில் புதுமை கலாச்சாரத்தை வளர்க்கலாம் அல்லது பணியாளர்களை பெரிதாக சிந்திக்க எவ்வாறு ஊக்குவிக்கலாம்? சம்பத் சௌரிராஜன் சார்.
Good afternoon, Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The advantage of having Vikram as the table topic master is you read the topic 2 times, you have crossed 1 minute. So you are safe with the timing. Okay, jokes apart. What you have to do is a senior person in an organization, and he comes up with a project or a plan for the next year or something like that. He should not put everything down in black and white. He should just state what is the expected result in a general, not given that, not very, very specific. And then make groups for discussion. Let each group come up with certain ideas. Often you will find some ideas will emerge, which will be better than what the question and management. So it's not a question of shame or anything to accept a better idea from somebody else. You can do that. You can take that and you can even give open credit. And once this becomes the culture, everybody will be in different groups suggesting, everybody will come up with some ideas which will be implemented in a company. Now, let me give a side story for this. I don't know how many of you are aware of quality circles. It is a quality concept from Japanese management. It says not so literate, not so senior people working at the floor level, at a small level, they can come up with very good innovation. So the quality circles, they discuss their problem at their level to keep improving. So if at that level it starts, at a higher level, the culture of innovation will set in this organization. So my recommendation is come up with a general result, ask people to come up with solutions. Back to the table topic master.
நன்றி. பெரிய பெரிய மாற்றங்கள் வந்து அடிப்படையில் இருக்கும் அடிமட்ட விளிம்பு நிலை மக்களிடமிருந்து தான் வரும், இல்லை வந்து பணியாளர்களிடம் தான் வரும் என்று மிக அழகாக கூறிய எனது வழிகாட்டிக்கு என் மனமார்ந்த நன்றிகள். டைம் இருக்கா இல்ல இதோட எண்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம்?
எண்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம் ஆல்ரெடி.
நன்றி. நீங்க கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க ராஜா பாலாஜி. ஓவர் டு தி TMOD ராஜா பாலாஜி.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vikram, for effectively conducting the table topic session. Let us give a round of applause. Without no delay, let me dive into the evaluation segment. Now I have to call Toastmaster Anand to conduct this session.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster TMOD Toastmaster Raja Balaji. Now we come to the fag end of the session, that is a speech evaluation session, right? So the evaluators, they are going to give the constructive feedback about the speech, or those who are given the prepared speech. First, let me invite Toastmaster Kundhavi to evaluate Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati's speech. Already I've introduced the Toastmaster Kundhavi. She has been with our Tamizhootru Toastmasters Club for almost 6 years. She has got a passion towards to give the speech in Tamil, and she want to learn many things from the youngsters, like artificial intelligence, and her interest is Toastmastering and reading books. Over to you, Toastmaster Kundhavi ma'am.
Thank you, General Evaluator, once again for that warm introduction. Today, my target speaker, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharathi, has given a wonderful speech on using descriptive language. The title is We Are Storytellers. The opening was very much interesting and connecting with the audience. It was a question. He started with a question saying, do you remember the day you told your story with the others? Right? So with that, we got connected and we were expecting a wonderful story from him. So in this speech, the well-structured speech, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharathi, you have taken us towards all your speeches. So it was like the binge watching television series. Like we were able to get a glimpse of whatever speeches you have already given and how innovatively you have planned each and every script. I have seen people who used to use scripts, their innovation in one particular script, but for a row of speeches, you have used a different variety of grammatical elements. That is interesting. That is one you have used experience, that is metaphor ones, resonance ones, alliteration ones, changes in oxymoron ones, approach, that is humor ones. So it is interesting. So after that, you have given a nice closing also. So as an evaluator, what I was looking for, what I was able to get in your speech. One thing, it is a well-structured speech. The second thing, you have used descriptive words and literary elements. Yes, we can't deny it. There is a question on my mind. As per the scope of this speech, we have to look for a story with the descriptive language and grammatical elements, everything. Is it there? Are these elements, all of these elements present there? Well, because of your title, we were expecting a particular story, a single story. Instead of a combination of all this information, we were looking for a story. That was a little bit of expectation was not met. That's what I would like to say. Also, I suggest that your audio can be a little more clear. I was able to understand everything, but then and there, some of the words were not very clear to me. Maybe it is for me alone or for the entire audience. So that is one more suggestion from my side. In your term, if I would say like, I would like to compare like what I expected and what you gave me as a metaphor, I expected an animal with a head, body, legs, tail, and everything. But what I saw was a table. It was having everything. Instead of the head, body, and everything was put in a table, one after the other. Okay, so that was the difference. I think that was on the information. All the best for your next speech. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kundhavi, for your fantastic feedback. Now let me call upon Toastmaster Swathi to give the feedback for Toastmaster Krishnapriya's speech. Toastmaster Swathi, she has been 8+ years of experience in HR domain, working with the chemical industries. She loves biking, riding, and exploring new places. In Toastmaster, she has been with 5 years plus experience, and she is currently serving as an area director for B2. So over to you, Toastmaster Swathi.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Radhamani is done, right? Thank you. My target speaker, Toastmaster Krishnapriya. What a lovely speech. Pardon me with my voice. What a lovely speech. What a confidence. What a selection of topic. Usage of stage, body language, voice modulation, and my liking list kept going on and on and on. The entire speech was so relevant. It was simple, but I know has a lot of meaning in it because you connected to mother. Everything you spoke, I'm sure each and every audience over here would have related their story somewhere or the other. I could imagine all these when you said that it was just a discussion, not really, but it was an argument. It also took me to my journey with my mother as well. You had a fantastic, you had a complete fantastic story altogether, which you had given, and you had a very logical structure as well, where you started and then what your mom wanted to do, how did you go for shopping, how you were lost, and how you were found. So the entire speech was really fantastic. As I told you, few things which I thought was excellent was your narration, your confidence, your smile, and I didn't feel that you were online. Trust me, it just felt that you were there on the stage. Your facial expressions were amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed the speech completely. If at all, I have a couple of suggestions to be given to you is, you started off telling good evening Toastmasters, okay, mother. For any speech or for you to grab the attention of your audience, you need to have a very lovely start so that you're able to quickly grab the attention of people and people start relating to you. So that's one of the suggestion I have. And the second suggestion is, when you did changing mother and you both together, you had a smile at both the sides because the conversation was mother was getting irritated with you. So that little change, a bit of aggressive voice, or maybe she may not be aggressive, but a bit of that anger or that modulation would have made it much more beautiful. The third thing, since the purpose of the speech is adding humor to it, I know it takes a amount of pleasure to add humor into it, but kudos that you've really tried it. So if we can have more humor segments into it, and maybe pause at appropriate places so that audience can smile, audience can laugh, and maybe practicing this would make your speech much more beautiful and maybe would lead you to success of this humor path as well. Overall, it was an amazing speech. Thank you, Toastmaster Krishnapriya.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters Swathi, for your fabulous feedback. Now let me call upon Toastmaster Sampath Sowrirajan to evaluate Toastmaster Karthik. Toastmaster Sampath Sowrirajan DTM is a president and a mentor for Tamizhootru Chennai Toastmasters Club. Now over to you, Toastmaster Sampath sir.
Sir, you are muted.
Thank you very much. You said that I'm going to evaluate Karthik. No, I'm going to evaluate Karthik's speech. It's an important correction.
Yes.
Okay. The purpose of the speech of connecting with the audience was very well addressed because we all loved the speech and many of us have got similar numerical perils at our school and college. So overall, the speech was well done and I would like to join me in an applause for him. Okay. Opening was a classroom scene with a little bit of humor, and it is a good introduction to the message which is going to come ultimately. The body of speech followed a chronological approach of school and college experiences, the failures, and then the success with the help of a senior, etc. That is good overall. Though chronological approach is not the best approach always, you can think of structuring in a different way also, though that is a little tougher. Very good expressions were there, like numerically challenged, black day, etc., etc. And then when you failed or when you succeeded, your expression in the face and other things were also very good. The message was not brought out throughout. After the initial hint, towards the end, you summarized and reiterated the message. Like, we have these challenges, but if we go about doing it, we have it in ourselves to come over this. That's a very good message. Now coming to the speaking skills, your language is quite good, and I did not detect much rhetoric today, but rhetoric is not a must everywhere in a free-flowing speech. And then your body language was very good. In fact, I would say too good. You used the space very well. You used your hands extensively. And your eye contact was a revelation, like you looked at the audience, you looked at the ceiling, you looked at your palm. You used your eye contact in a very effective manner. And happy and sad moods were well depicted by your vocal variety also. Overall, I will say it was a great speech with a very confident manner. Where can this be improved? Actually, the speech is good and in my opinion, too good. For example, you have overdone the melodramatics, the action part, the vocal part, etc. Many people, they get a little bit upset, okay, it is too artificial, he is overdoing it like this. In fact, in Toastmasters, we clearly say, we speak. The vocal variety and body language, they are there to add some effect to our speech. Still, the speaker is the main center of attraction. Other things should not take over this. So this is one fine tuning that you require when you go about improving the speech. Well done overall. Back to the general evaluator.
Thank you very much, DTM Sampath sir, for your wonderful constructive feedback. Now let us move on to our attack team report. First, I would like to call upon our timer, Toastmaster Radhamani, to give the timer report. Toastmaster Radhamani?
Very good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good evening to all. I'm here to give my timer report. Let me start with prepared speech. First person, TM Nagendra Bharathi sir. Sir has taken 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Next, TM Krishnapriya. She has taken 7 minutes and 22 seconds. Next, TM Karthik Venugopal. He has taken 7 minutes and 18 seconds. Next session, table topic session. First, TM Anand sir has taken 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Next, TM Milton Rajashekar sir has taken 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Next, Vel Madhavan sir has taken 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Mr. Rian sir has taken 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Mr. Mani has taken 1 minute and 5 seconds. TM Lokesh has taken 1 minute and 30 seconds. Next, TM Sampath Sowrirajan sir has taken 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Last part, evaluation session. First, TM Kundhavi ma'am has taken 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Next, TM Swathi ma'am has taken 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Next, TM Sampath Sowrirajan sir has taken 3 minutes and 13 seconds. That's all. Thank you. Over to general evaluator. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, timer Toastmaster Radhamani, for your wonderful report, timer report. Now let me call upon our R counter, Toastmaster Sindhu. I request you kindly submit your R counter report.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Here is my R counter report. Let's start with the speaker's speech, prepared speech. Second speaker used a couple of times hum and ha. Third speaker used but. It was from his script, I don't know, but he used thrice. And apart from this, guest has used few times and ha. These are my reports, our counter report. I don't find any major flaws in our meeting. Only this much. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much, R counter Sindhu, for your fabulous report on R counting. Now let me call upon our grammarian, Toastmaster Kundhavi ma'am, to give the grammarian report. Over to you, ma'am.
மிக்க நன்றி பொது மதிப்பீட்டாளர் அவர்களே. இன்று இலக்கணமானராக என்னுடைய பணி சற்று சுமையாக இருந்தது என்று தான் கூறுவேன். ஏனென்றால் ஏராளமான நல்ல சொற்பிரயோகங்களை இன்று நான் தமிழிலும் ஆங்கிலத்திலும் செவிமடுத்தேன். அவற்றில் ஒரு சிலவற்றை மட்டும் இங்கு பகிர்ந்து கொள்கின்றேன் நேரம் காரணமாக. தொடக்கமே மிக சிறப்பாக இருந்தது. நம்முடைய சம்பத் ஐயா அவர்கள் ரால்ஃப் சி ஸ்மெட்லி அவர்களை பற்றி தலைவர் உரையிலே கூறினார். அதன் பிறகு நம்முடைய நெறியாளர் அவர்கள் உள்ளுவதெல்லாம் உயர் உள்ளல் தொடங்கி நிறைய பழமொழிகள் சொலவடைகள் அவற்றை பயன்படுத்தினார், ஆங்கில சொலவடைகளையும் கூட. அதன் பிறகு நாகேந்திர பாரதி அவர்களை பற்றி நாம் எவாலுவேஷன் பகுதியிலேயே பார்த்தோம். நிறைய அவர் இலக்கண பண்புகளை பயன்படுத்தினார். இரண்டாவது பேச்சாளர் நிறைய பேசினார். நான் ஒரு சிலவற்றை குறிப்பிடுத்தேன். prompt me, fascinated, broken off, suffocated, embraced, melted away, recited, இன்னும் பல சொற்களை பயன்படுத்தினார். மூன்றாவது பேச்சாளர் Karthik அவர்கள் recited, struggled, numerically challenged, swag, probability statistic, judgment day, black day, lost hopes, lizard, enjoying summer vacation, devore, hand to impress, forcefully married, great disappointment, shattered and depressed. இது போல நிறைய சொற்பிரயோகங்கள் அந்த உரைக்கு தக்கபடி மிகவும் அழகாக பயன்படுத்தினார். அதன் பிறகு ஆனந்த் அவர்கள் தன்னுடைய அரங்க தலைப்பில் நியூரான்ஸ், பிரெயின் யூசேஜ், நியூமரல் பிளாஸ்டிசிட்டி, அவுட்க்ரோத், அக்காம்ப்ளிஷ் த கோல்ஸ், அச்சீவ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் ஓரியன்டேஷன் இது போல பல சொற்களை பயன்படுத்தினார். விக்ரம் அவர்கள் கூறியதில் எனக்கு மிகவும் பிடித்தது பெரிதனும் பெரிதுகள், எண்ணம், சொல், செயல், இணைவு இது போன்ற பல பிரயோகங்களை அவர் சிறப்பாக பயன்படுத்தினார். மில்டன் அவர்கள் வினை செயல் வகை அது தவிர ஒரு குறளையும் குறிப்பிட்டார். இலக்கு, சாதி மத பேதமற்ற சமுதாயம், புறக்கணிக்கப்பட்ட பகுதி என்பது போன்ற சொற்களை அவர் பயன்படுத்தினார். ரிஹான் அவர்கள் இஃப் யூ காண்ட் ஃப்ளை ரன், இஃப் யூ காண்ட் ரன் வாக், இஃப் யூ காண்ட் வாக் கிரால் என்ற ஒரு அழகிய பதத்தை நம்மிடம் அறிமுகப்படுத்தினார். மணி அவர்கள் பேசும்பொழுது பிலீவிங் சிஸ்டம் ஸ்டார்ட்ஸ் வித் அவர் தாட் ப்ராசஸ், டு திங்க் வெல், ஸ்டார்ட் ரீடிங் புக்ஸ், ஹாவ் அ ரோல் மாடல் என்று ஒரு அழகான ஒரு வரிசையை அறிமுகப்படுத்தினார். மற்ற சிலர் பேசும்போதும் ஒரு சில குறிப்புகளை எடுத்தேன். இவைதான் மிக முக்கியமான சொற்பிரயோகங்கள். நாம் மேம்படுத்திக் கொள்ள வேண்டிய ஒரு சில சொற்களில் முக்கியமானதாக நான் கருதியது ஹேண்ட் ஓவரிங் என்பது. அதை நாம் ஹேண்ட் ஓவர் என்றோ ஹேண்டிங் ஓவர் என்றோ கோரலாம். அது தவிர்த்து ஒரு சில இது போன்ற மிகச்சில குறிப்புகள் மட்டுமே இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் நம் மொழி, அதாவது தமிழிலும் சரி ஆங்கிலத்திலும் சரி நம்ம இன்னும் சற்று முன்னேற வேண்டும் என்பது போல காட்டியவை ஒரு சில குறிப்புகள் மட்டுமே. மற்றபடிக்கு இன்றைய நிகழ்ச்சி மிக மிக சிறப்பாக அமைந்தது. அனைவருக்கும் மிக்க நன்றி.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kundhavi, for your elaborate grammarian report. It was amazing. Now, I will give the general evaluation report. The meeting started almost around 5:03. Surgeon at Toastmaster Anand started the meeting. Hand over the floor to the presiding officer, DTM Sampath Sowrirajan sir. Sampath Sowrirajan sir completely elaborate about that Ralph Smedley as well as the Dale Carnegie, the complete history of Toastmastering. Then he has hand over the floor to our Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster of the day, he has introduced the theme, and he hand over to the floor to the tag team. To the general evaluator. General evaluator also elaborated his role and responsibilities with his team. Then with the 3 amazing prepared speech, it was fabulous. Then table topic. The table topic was fantastic. That whatever the topic, the table topic master Toastmaster Vikram has given, completely aligned with the theme. That was fabulous. And evaluation session went on very well with a wonderful constructive feedback. And these are all the positive points about the meeting. There are few suggestions for improvement. First, before starting the meeting, we have to join 15 minutes before. Let us do the audio video check, right? The role players should be there in the meeting, whether it is offline or online, 15 minutes before. Second, while during the course of the meeting, and almost I was counting, 12 members were completely switch off the video during the prepared speech. So that if you turn on the video, that means we are encouraging the speaker. The session remains like a live session. So in the next meeting, I request everyone, please turn on the video. So that is my request. And third point is that, see, already in the group, Toastmaster Raja Balaji has shared the background screen. And most of them we have we are not using the background screen. That was one of the so please keep the background screen so that shows the uniformity among the members. So fourth thing is that word of the day. See, the grammarian, she has used the word of the day. Only few of them has used the word of the day. What I request, please use the word of the day, and I request the grammarian, please type the word of the day once you completed your role and responsibilities. Once you introduce, immediately put it in the chat box. And also, before the table topics, once again, you please type it on the chat box so that the members will see that and they use the word of the day during the course of the meeting, during the course of the speech. That is the one suggestion. Overall, the meeting went very well. So whatever the area for improvement we have discussed, if you implement in the forthcoming meeting, then definitely the club will reach to the greater height. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Anand, for your valuable feedback. Friends, now we came at the end of our session and we almost 20 minutes late, I think. So without any delay, let me hand over my control over to our President Toastmaster Sampath Sowrirajan. Toastmaster Vikram, I shared a link, voting link with you. Can you post in chat? Also, I shared in WhatsApp group. You can vote your best role players. Sir, you are muted, sir.
Thank you, TMOD. Now we have got only 9 people. 2 of them we didn't introduce in the very beginning. One is Velu Madanan. Can you please introduce yourself in 1 or 2 lines and give your feedback about today's experience again in 1 or 2 lines? Velu Madanan, please unmute yourself.
Sir, you are muted, Velu. Can you unmute yourself?
Sorry, sir. Sorry. Just I'm traveling. Sorry. Sir, I am Velu from Hosur, sir. I'm working as a quality manager in Ashok Leyland in Hosur, which is a vehicle, we are making the vehicle trucks, etc. Basically, I'm from that. Already I told about myself in my these things, the introduction itself. That's all about myself.
What do you feel about today's meeting?
Yes, sir. Sorry, great. It's a good experience. It will make a sense of humor. Sorry, sense of thinking and speaking. It's a sudden. Immediately, you are giving some content and ask us to speak. It will increase our potential. That is what I am thinking. We have to be ready for any situation, given the situation, and we have to manage the situation somehow as much as possible. If we keep on doing these things, definitely we will, one point of time, we will be a very good, excellent manner. That's what I feel, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for opportunity, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Feedback from Gayatri.
Good evening, all. So as usual, today's session also went well. And the topics I'm on video today, sir, just FYI. The topics chosen were, it looked very stuffy. So at least for me, for the first time, I think to grab every topic, it took some 5 to 10 seconds for me to grab the meaning of that. So it was very good. And Toastmaster, Evaluator Kundhavi ma'am, she did a very detailed job. So it was very surprising to know that every Toastmaster session has so many details to cover. Like I just mentioned ma'am's name. It means everyone who are involved here. So it's really, again, amazing to see the work that is put on by all the organizers here. So that's very good, sir. Yeah. Looking forward to take the table topic session in the next session at least.
Following what you said, I will say visiting a Toastmaster club is like visiting a beauty parlor. Not a physical beauty parlor, but a mental beauty parlor.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. What about Sindhu's feedback? Accountant Sindhu.
Was amazing experience.
Voice is a bit low. I think our audio has got a problem. Meanwhile, I will repeat the announcement I made in the beginning. We are going to have 2 new elements introduced into the our meetings, which will be in line with the Toastmasters, but a different way of doing certain things, so that will add to the interest, especially for the new members and the guests also. And also after the next meeting, we are planning to have continuously 6 or 7 in-person meeting, hybrid of course. I request all the people in Chennai to personally come and participate in that meeting. Okay. Is the voting list ready? But I didn't vote. Listening to all
Actually,
the-
voting link posted in our chat. Can you please kindly vote? So, meeting நீங்களா பண்ணிட்டீங்க. So, whoever in online, can you please vote your favorite role players?
Raja Balaji, you shared me something. You want me to share it today or we don't have
Error
time?
director இல்ல அதனால ஷேர் பண்ண தேவையில்ல. போயிட்டாங்க. Okay, we have offline guests. Can you give your feedback? Money வாங்க. ஃபேஸ் டு ஃபேஸ் செஷன் ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. ரெண்டு மோட்லயும் எங்களால வந்து பண்ண முடியும். ஆன்லைன்லயும் எல்லாரும் இருக்காங்க. ஃபேஸ் டு ஃபேஸும் பண்றது நல்லா இருக்கு. பட் பியூர் ஃபேஸ் டு ஃபேஸ் செஷன் கண்டக்ட் பண்ண இன்னும் பெட்டரா இருக்கும்னு நான் ஃபீல் பண்றேன். தேங்க்யூ.
That's what we are planning, because we have the COVID time. To go back to this, it is taking a little bit, there is inertia for this. Some clubs have moved fully, some clubs are struggling like our clubs.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, please give your feedback.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Actually, I'm a traveling Toastmaster and I was VPM of Jeddah Tamil Toastmasters previous year. So I enjoyed the meeting as said by the guest, and I especially enjoyed the report of the Grammarian, which was like all India radio report, which reminded me when I was a kid, I was tuning the radio, and once I got into one report and it was similar to that. So I enjoyed it. I have 2 suggestions if you don't mind. One is there is a website called slido.com, which you can use for the voting, which is more preferable because it's easy than any other, and you can have your own code. It's like 4 or 5 digit code like 01 or something. It's easy and we can use it again and again, which is my suggestion. And you have 3 slides for evaluation table topics. And the word of the day, if we are like having more members, it's better that we have it displayed with the voting link for the slide or something, QR code. So it will be easy in a one paper, so that if anyone comes to the hall, left and right and center, if we have like 3 papers, they will see that and they'll use the word of the day more.
Okay. May I know your good name? Good name?
Toastmaster Muhammad Rayan, sir.
Okay, Rayan, you spoke also in the table topic, yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
About your suggestion about the word of the day, in general, the attentivity has become low. When the grammarian is speaking, people are not listening to the grammarian. You don't need to put anywhere. What we used to do is, in our notebook, we used to carry a notebook, or we used to have an agenda copy. In that top, we will write the word of the day. Each individual will have it. So we will frequently be seeing that. So that is not a problem. But now people are not, and in addition, in the room, they used to put a placard 2-3 places for people to see. That is okay. Actually, listening is an important skill. In fact, a Toastmaster does not encourage showing the table topics. You have to say the table topics and listen to the table topics. In fact, in all table topic contests, that is the procedure. Nobody shows in a paper or in a slide or a screen. Because this is also a listening challenge. The person who gives the topic, you should tell it very clearly. The person should listen to it attentively and get it. Same way, the word of the day, the theme of the day, and whatever other things, points they come, we should be attentive. But usually attention wavers a little bit here and there. We can help by putting it like your suggestion. It's not a bad suggestion. You can certainly do that also. The results are ready.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Can you check your WhatsApp? Lokesh, sir, can you do that? You have one guest, sir.
நன்றி என்னை அழைத்ததற்கு. எனக்கு வந்து பட்டிமன்றம் ஸ்பீக்கர் ஆகணுன்றது இந்த இயரோட கோலா வச்சிருக்கேன் நானு. ஸோ அதனால டோஸ்ட் மாஸ்டர்ஸ்ல இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுறேன், பட் தமிழ்ல பேச ஃபோரமே இல்லை எனக்கு. பட் ஐ வாஸ் லுக்கிங் ஃபார் தேடிட்டு இருந்தேன் நான் எங்க போகலாம் அப்படின்றப்போ தான் திரும்பியும் தமிழூற்று வரணும்னு தோணுச்சு. பட் ஃபுல்லா ஆன்லைன் சொன்னப்போ வந்து எனக்கு அவ்வளவு கம்ஃபர்டபுளா ஃபீல் ஆகல. பிகாஸ் எனக்கு ஆஃப்லைன்ல இருக்கும்போது தான் வந்து மக்களை பார்த்து நெட்வொர்க் பண்றதுன்னு ஒரு பெரிய பாட்டன் யோசிக்கிறீங்க. பிகாஸ் நிறைய பேருக்கு வந்து தமிழூற்றுன்றப்போ லைக் நிறைய பேர்ல எப்படி சொல்றது மென்டார் பண்ணுவாங்க. தட்ஸ் த பேசிக் திங் which I'm looking out of this.
No, we started online and offline mixed a few months back. There are 2 meetings offline. I mean hybrid 2 meetings, online. Now from the second meeting of March for 6-7 meetings, we are going to experimentally till April end conduct only in-person meeting. Of course hybrid because there are some members, outstation members. We will conduct it. Let us see the response, because what we find, everybody says I would enjoy the in-person meeting more, but they are not coming. They are sitting at home and joining on the Zoom. Even those people who tell the repeatedly also there. So we are going to have an experimental period of 7 or 8 meetings. Let us see how it happens. And now I have the results of today's best performers. The best tech role performer is, of course, Grammarian, Toastmaster Kundhavi. And the best role player is table topic master Vikram. Best speaker is Karthik. Best table topic speaker is Rian. And best evaluator is myself. Thank you very much. If you want to have any discussion, we can have it. We can close the recording now.
Sir, please adjourn the meeting. The photo எடுக்கணும், adjourn பண்ணணும்.
Okay, I will adjourn the meeting. You can take the photo and I will adjourn the meeting.
Photo